I'm appalled at what you said. It's disgusting.
This is the After the Show podcast. It's where we get honest and real with yo ass. So sit back, relax, have a blast, because it's time for the After the Show podcast.
All right, here we go. Welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast for your Thursday. What up, everybody?
Y'all look handsome and pretty as fuck.
Oh, man. Good thing we got KVJ TV cranking right now.
Compliment Thursday.
I see you're wearing the Hink Pink robe.
I was trying to play some mind games with Ralston. Maybe subconsciously he brings it back.
Okay, it's going to sink in my brain, and maybe I'll throw that in.
Maybe, Jay-Bird's wearing the Hink Pink. Yeah, Hink Pink's tomorrow.
The Hink Pink robe does look a lot better than that unicorn outfit you had on. That thing is ill-fitting. I can see your whole nutsack.
Maybe that's intentional.
Christmas come early. Trying to impress people.
Chestnuts roasting.
I put that on because it was very cold today, and I did not realize that my balls would be sticking out. And I didn't realize we had a new intern today.
Hey, intern, here's my balls.
And HR's on the phone, Bird.
Welcome to radio. How about my nuts?
Where the balls are big.
They were here for a day, and they're gone.
Well, we got quite an interesting development here. A couple of interesting characters. We got a lot of them in KVJ Nation. One of them is Stat Girl Whitney, who always does the stats for the No Name movie game. She sent an email and she said, I just want to set the record straight before the rumors grow out of control. I am not Hollywood Billy or Kentucky John. I am in no way associated with either one of them. I'm just as suspicious of this Hollywood Billy as everybody else.
Okay.
Sadly, I can't watch the show when it's live, but I always watch the YouTube replay, commercials and all, and I've been keeping stats since 2022, and I have the Excel worksheets to prove it if needed.
Whitney, you are not the problem, and I don't feel like Kentucky John is the problem. I think this Hollywood Billy is a fucking renegade, and I think he's doing his own thing, and we're going to sniff him out.
Okay.
Good or bad.
Who is Hollywood Billy? What is he about? Where did he come from? He came on so strong and so quick.
The reason why Hollywood Billy's getting all this shit is because Kevin read two big emails. Two kind of emails
Yeah.
of going, like,
He has
trustworthy.
a lot of credibility, yeah.
Some could say Hollywood Billy is in Kevin's ear and has major influence right now. We don't know how he got that position, but he has it.
Even a bigger plot twist, and I would fucking love it. Mm-hmm. The Kevin Ralston is Hollywood Billy. Creating moments. I see you.
That's why I put special shine.
It is the summer of Rig.
I don't know what's up. I don't know what's down anymore.
You don't know. You don't know. Got to keep you guessing.
Damn it, Kevin.
The good news, I've got an email from Hollywood Billy.
I knew that fucker would
Okay.
email back. I knew it.
We need to look at that IP address, too, and make sure it's legit.
Okay, to answer some of the questions here, Hollywood Billy lived and does live currently in Hollywood, Florida, and has since 2005, and is so glad that he found our show. Hollywood Billy says, I've listened obsessively for about 4 years now, and I connect with you guys so well. I'm from the Midwest like Kevin. I love snacks like Jaybird, and I drink it up like Virginia. She has the best laugh.
Okay, I know this fucker's lying.
I like this guy. Let's hear him out.
What is he, a warlock?
Maybe he's not so bad after all.
Oh, all he has to do is say she fucking looks pretty or young.
Oh, he just buttered my nipples. Let's go. Let's go, Hollywood Billy.
He says, I don't mind continuing to keep stats, but I'll let Whitney, the stat girl, keep doing the no-name movie game. Just let me know if there are other stats you want me to keep tabs on. I think you doing Do It Bitch is good. That's good to have an official for Do It Bitch. She can handle no-name movie game. And he said, let me know if there's anything else you need stats on. And yeah, I mean, I guess, hey, look, we got a lot of stuff. Other games. You mentioned Hank Pinks and association game.
I need stats on Billy and on Whitney.
I'll tell you what.
Tell me more about yourselves.
Today was a good day for him. The ice is melting a bit, but we do have our eye on you.
I'm still not totally convinced that Hollywood Billy's not Kevin.
Yeah, we may never know.
Nah,
We may never know.
I'm convinced of it now. It's definitely not Kevin.
Maybe he'll come to a live event. I would like to meet and touch Hollywood Billy in person.
She wants to either awkwardly lick your face, awkwardly dance on you, or
all of the above.
possibly maybe yell at you. You are a man.
Yeah. Whatever it's going to be, it will be awkward.
Funny enough, Virginia gets along better with dudes in real life than she does with. She hates women more than she hates men. That is a fact.
Whatever.
You definitely like men more than you like women.
I don't know if that's true. I like good people. And if you come at me with a bad energy, male or female, we ain't going to get along.
No, I'm kind of busting your balls a little bit, but Kevin, tell me she don't have more issues with women than she does with men. I'm not talking about on the microphone.
Whatever. I'm a person that judges aura, and I judge you on your words. I judge you on how you treat people. I judge you on your actions. And I can sum you up in 3 minutes. I can look you up and down. I can hear you speak. I can figure you out. And I know exactly who you are, what you're about, and where you're coming from. And I decide in those first 3 minutes if I like you or not. Male or female, I will shut it down.
And there's a chance you may never get her back.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
If she doesn't like you, you are a lot like my mom.
I am like Kay Pennington. You have to convince me otherwise, because once you're in the bad category, it's hard to get out.
My mom was textbook Sicilian. Never let a grudge go. I mean, if you fucked her over in 1972, she would tell you the time, what you were wearing. I mean, holy shit.
Now let it go.
It would be tough to get back on the good side. Not saying it was impossible, but it was improbable.
Oh, I know. I experienced that firsthand.
Yeah, but there was other forces working with that.
Yes.
Evil forces were all around us, and I call them out.
You knew my mom not liking you was the best thing for our show. Right. At the end of the day, you're a great radio man.
Your mom's a legend.
She is.
She can sniff it out.
She just did. She just, if she had a grudge, she didn't. Yeah, you were fucked.
Mm-hmm. Well, see, this is a good bit. Virginia is wrong. Now, Brooke is addressing here when we were talking about the Palm Beach Improv. It is no longer downtown West Palm Beach, and Virginia didn't have a problem with it being the Palm Beach Improv, even though it wasn't in Palm Beach. It was in West Palm Beach because it had Palm Beach in the name.
Right.
Well, Brooke just wanted to point out that you were saying that the Palm Beach Improv is going to be moving to Wellington, but it's not going to be Wellington. It's going to be Royal Palm Beach. Damn. So,
I thought it was Wellington.
Yeah. That's
She's
where
been
the
incorrect all day long.
Somebody
It was
told
time
me-
for another round of
Somebody told me it was by the Wellington Mall.
That's your problem. You always got a somebody fucking.
I think that somebody was Kevin.
Somebody's always fucking chirping in your
It's
life.
on the way to it, but it's still Royal Palm.
Kevin told me it was at the Wellington Mall.
Don't throw Kevin under the bus.
Yeah, I was saying it clearly. She doesn't listen again, as always. You guys just tune me out.
She's trying to throw you under the broom, dog.
I hear her. I get. I see what she's doing. I see her. She's been seen. But what Brooke is pointing out here is, since it does have Palm Beach in the town, Royal Palm Beach, can it not be the Improv, Palm Beach Improv,
It could be.
and still work?
Yeah.
It's not the Wellington Improv.
It's
the
not-
Palm Beach Improv.
It's not the most desirable locale for anybody who lives east. That's all I'm upset about. I live east. I would like it to be east.
But I would say this. I bet you any money people living out west are very happy. There's a fuck ton of money out there, especially
There is,
with where they're going. I would be out there more if it didn't feel like its own state. It's too busy for me. I mean, I'll go out there, but if you want to just go out there to grab a sandwich real quick, that's like an hour. That's an hour plus kind of a
Well, the
thing.
thing I'll tell you, there's not a lot of destinations that you would go out there for if you don't live west. I don't make it often. There's kind of this area of Palm Beach County I hardly ever make it to. It's the Green Acres area, and I'm just really never around there. In fact, I don't even know why. We were just driving through. It was like yesterday or the day before, and it was coming through Boynton Beach, and they have this whole new area. There's a brand new Wawa. It's right there. It looks amazing. It looks immaculate. It's a really nice, trendy-looking area. It's just kind of popped out of nowhere right there in Boynton Beach, and I was like, dang, okay.
Yeah, I never get out there that much.
Yeah, there's some
I
stuff
hardly
popping
do.
up. Yeah, there's some stuff popping out of the ground, where they put in Westlake and that area, and they've got the Delray Marketplace even out there. And so, even down through Broward, they're putting out some more desirable destination type places out west.
And I can feel it that I need to adventure a little bit. My TBs, my taste buds are getting a little tired, a little just sick of some of the shit I've been eating. You got to explore. There's so much shit in out west that we never would even think about. You wouldn't even know about unless you stumbled upon it.
You're right. I had Dr. Rosenthal, Magnolia's rhinoplasty doctor, is way out west in Boynton. I never go out there. He is 5 miles from 95 down Boynton Beach Boulevard or whatever that is that goes all the way. Like, there's a lot out there, and I didn't even realize.
It's why I don't mind going to my dentist. It forces me to eat. I always go to the dentist, and then I hit up a new pizza place that's out there because it's not in my area. I have to go travel. And sometimes when you're forced to travel and it's a shitty, usually going to the dentist sucks.
I hope you wait 30 minutes.
For after.
You're supposed to wait 30 minutes after you go to the dentist for a cleaning to eat or drink anything.
Why are you talking like this? Because it's really fucking annoying.
I just like to yell at you in a sweeter voice.
Sweet Virginia makes me very creeped out.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't
It's
like
odd,
it.
right?
No, I'm waiting for, I don't know, a fucking knife to hit me or something.
Just not believing it.
No.
Yeah. Well, my question is, what are the destinations that you would go west for? RJ said Eagle Barn Grill in Green Acres. I do love that place.
Yes.
That is a fun little spot.
Our friend Lynn always is in there.
Yeah. That was one of the places where I went in there and just saw the owner, and he was just drinking with people, and he was hammered. He was having a good old time, but I was like, gosh, that looks like so much fun.
That made you think you wanted a bar.
That was, yeah.
Doesn't
That's
that
where I
sound
got
kind
that
of
from.
fun? If you could keep it together and not drink your profits, but you have a place where you go, like your little drinking hole, and you own it.
Yes.
That shit's fucking
Like, it's
fun.
really my dream, just to hang out with people all day and talk to them, have a couple drinks here and there.
That's an attainable dream, dog.
Mix in
I
some
know.
chicken wings.
That's something you really should look into in the future.
I'm hoping that's, when I wrap it all up, that's where we go. But yeah, what do you actually go west for? Other than Florida Live Arena, you got to go west, kind of close to the Everglades for that. That's a destination if you want to see a concert or hockey.
Sawgrass Mall. Or do people
Yeah.
not give a fuck about that anymore?
No, I think it's it's a decent destination. They have some pretty good restaurants out around there. I mean, there are times I've gone there just to go to Sawgrass.
There's a place out here in Palm Beach County, and it's out in the Royal Palm West, like you were talking about.
Yeah.
And every time we talk about pizza, people go, Bird, you got to try it. It's something along Jowanski's or Jolowski's. Have you seen those emails come in for that?
No.
Someone will know what I'm talking about. Something Solansky's or Jowalski's. It's supposed to be top fucking level pizza, Virginia. You want to go west?
I go out west every day because Rocco's coding camp is in Wellington. This bitch drives round trip from Tequesta. It's an hour.
Wow.
That's rough. So you should explore new places for restaurants and then do a little fucking video. Never mind. Fuck that.
You can tell she's not.
Well, it's during my nap time,
All right.
so it's tough. I'll do a video at like 3 p.
Never mind. I'll drive out west. I'll do a video.
So anyway, got some other emails here talking about places to eat. You said that you gone to Chipotle, got a burrito, and you felt a little funky.
I felt real funky. It was fucking awful, y'all.
He shit himself at Publix.
I did not. She's adding on to little rumors. None of that happened, but
No.
But if you try to defend it, you just look more guilty. So you're right. I shit at aisle 4 at Publix, and they put me in a
You
freezer.
shit by the cereal? That's your favorite aisle. How dare you? Everybody knows you got to shit by the produce. You don't go there.
But no cap, that was. I was in pain for about 12 hours. I wish I would have shit my pants, to be quite honest with you.
And then you would have got it out.
It felt like I ate a burrito of knives.
Ooh.
It just was not good. The taste was shit. The queso was fucked.
Yeah.
The rice wasn't cooked. The burrito wrap tasted like polish.
Somebody didn't like you at that Chipotle. You sure not like an ex-girlfriend or something made you that burrito at Chipotle?
No, I have good
Some kind of
relationships still
vibe.
with all of my
Some kind of vibe at that Chipotle. They don't like you.
No, I think just Chipotle serves shitty food, guys.
Well, Don in the Pizzle said my family member is working at Chipotle, and on his first day got his food, sat down to eat it, and a cockroach came out of the food. And they said to the manager, hey, there's a cockroach in my food. And the manager's like, yeah, just make sure that you don't let it get into the containers of food for the customers. And they just, kept going on. My family member said the plates are stacked on the floor and conditions are so dirty. Plus, they don't wash their hands after taking out the garbage and going back to food prep.
Oh, no.
This family member used to work at Culver, and Culver's and said that place was so clean you could eat off the floor.
It is very clean. You can tell even the outside of Culver's, which is in Lake Park, is clean. And they're nice.
They've got one in Jupiter as well.
It's so weird now to see people in fast food industry be nice to you, or even just in the food industry at grocery stores. It's crazy.
They're doing customer service right.
Yeah, so just kind of I guess a little, not that every Chipotle might be that way, but at least they're claiming that the one their family member worked at.
Just the 8 Chipotles I've eaten at have burned me.
Did you purposely say shit?
Yes, I purposely said Chipotle. Yes, I did.
Yeah. Earlier today, I was talking about how my wife has kicked up the rhetoric again. Her and Caitlin might be going to get neck tats, 3 crosses. My wife loves nothing more than a nice religiously themed piece of body art. To me, I'm just seeing what she's going through this summer, trying to cover up her tattoos because she teaches preschool kids and they don't want the tattoos showing. So she's out delivering kids to their parents' cars in 106-degree heat. And she's like, oh, gosh, I had heat stroke the other day. Well, you know, you could dress normally if you didn't have sleeves of tattoos. Julio pointing out that in Leviticus 19:28, it does say about nor tattoo any marks on you, and that. Yeah, I don't think she's abiding by that. And, you know, oddly enough, it is kind of weird because even though that is a verse in Leviticus, there's a lot of Christian tattoos out there, and I'm talking preachers and all that kind of stuff. And I think the way they dismiss that verse is they say, well, there's the New Testament, New Covenant that does away with the old laws. And so all that, you know, that's more traditional Judaism that still follows some of those things in Leviticus.
New Testament, new tats, baby.
That's it.
Right around, I would say, circa 2000, 2001, the early 2000s, I did notice the cool extreme Jesus guy.
You did, yeah.
We got
real
tats, we got
trendy,
nice
yeah.
hair, we got good hair, we're young, we're extreme, we love Jesus.
Well, they got real
But we look
trendy,
really
too.
cute, too.
They-
like, we're so dateable.
They're trendy Jesus.
Dude, there was a guy that was at my church a couple weeks ago. My wife, you know, she knows shoes and all that stuff. She's all into all that. She looked it up. She's like, you see his shoes? $1,500.
What?
They were Nikes, yeah.
Very Jesus-like, very humble.
Well, there's an Instagram page that, kind of calls out. and it's-
$1,500 Nikes.
It'll take photos of pastors and what they wear, and then it'll put, you know, how much their coat or pants or whatever it was. And they're like, I mean, hey, look, I mean, you know, you make a salary, you get to do with it whatever you want. But yeah, people will look side-eyed sometimes at like, okay, they're wearing $1,500 Nikes.
Virginia's boy,
Joel
Osteen.
Osteen.
He's been called out. He's like, look,
Yeah.
hey, God gives us the ability to make money. So he wants me to have a big bank account. He gives me the ability to make money.
Yeah.
It gives me all of your money, you sheeple. They caught that guy on the street the other night. I love when they do this. They're like, hey, Joel, can I get a selfie? And he holds up the camera, but it's not taking a picture. It's taking a video. And he goes, you're a dirtbag. And he just starts ragging on him, and he's right there.
Oh, almost kind of like they baited him
Yes.
to get it.
Why don't you give back money to your congregation that you steal from them? Like he just starts going in on him.
Well, I think there's going to be a group of people, no matter what, to your point, Kev.
Yeah.
If you are someone of the cloth and you're teaching all this stuff, if you are living super, super, super high on the hog, it's going to rub some people the wrong way.
Well, when you're like, tithe, everybody must give me 10%. Give it back to the Lord. Well, no, I'm giving it to your new Nikes. If you're blinged out and tricked out,
Well,
it just doesn't feel right.
Yeah, to me, I would be careful with it. That would be what I would say. But look, I mean, they make a salary, and a lot of ministers don't make great salaries. You're talking $30,000, $45,000, maybe $50,000. And look, whatever you get in your take-home pay, you can do with it whatever you want.
Yeah,
And
we're
if
not
you-
talking about them.
Yeah,
We're
and
not talking about
And
them.
if you want to buy $1,500 Nikes, then go for it. And, you know, some of them write books, and they make money from doing that kind of stuff. And if you do that and you have your side money, you can do whatever. But just know that if you are wearing a pair of $1,500 Nikes and somebody recognizes it, that they will have certain feels for it.
Well, just smart asses like myself will always go, oh, nice sandals, Jesus, very humble. You know, I'm just...
Yeah.
it'll always have that air. I'm with you. I think if someone works hard, spend your money however you want. But when you are a multi-million-dollar,
that gets a lot of their money from people that don't really necessarily have a lot of money, but they give it because they're like guilted into it by being told that Jesus wants them to. I don't know if Jesus wants poor people to pay for the rich guy's Nikes.
when you're living like a rap star and you're up there talking about God, some people are going to have a problem with it.
Yeah, well, there's been so much corruption, throughout the history of religion,
much.
and that's why people have feelings the way that they do about it. So that's how it goes.
I remember the one time we were at church and the guy was overweight, and my mom, we were all at church together, and he was getting on people about eating too much and being disciplined, and boy, was my mom not happy about that, because it wasn't a Catholic church. It was a different church.
Right.
She was going with my dad. Boy, oh boy.
The Catholic Church wouldn't say anything. I know a lot of people in the Catholic Church that believe in gluttony.
Well, it's just weird when someone says you can't gain weight. Don't watch gain weight, and they clearly are. Right as soon as the sermon was over, they were at the donut stand.
Yeah,
they were.
I think that if you have self-awareness, you got to be careful about trying to convict people, especially when you've got your own issues.
That's what it is.
Exactly. You're overweight, telling people that they are eating too much. Like what?
That's why I just see the funny side of that. To
Remember
me,
that
is,
fat
yeah.
DJ that tried to give you diet tips and school you?
it was insane.
I watched that all go down. I'm like, this is amazing.
Virginia didn't like this DJ, and
He was overweight, and Jason was smaller than him.
Yeah.
and he was telling me I was doing it all wrong.
He was fat shaming Jason to his face, and this guy was heavier than Jason. I'm like, what is going on right now? Have you no mirrors?
But I realized he needed that speech.
People who lack self-awareness.
He
it's pretty
needed that
amazing.
speech more than I needed. If that was for,
He might have been talking to himself.
I think he was.
Yeah.
But we hate him, Kevin. That he made the list.
Yeah.
We don't hate him. We mock him.
I don't hate him at all.
I don't hate him.
I thought he was always nice to me.
He was nice, but come on.
Got an email from Yasix, and she said, would any of you guys be guests on other podcasts? Yeah, I think anybody here would be okay with doing that.
I've done a couple podcasts with people. I know you've done some stuff with Josh Cohen before.
Yeah. I've done that. I mean, you have to. We to be respectful, get permission for the most part first. But yeah,
Oh, you
we'd be
do?
fine with it.
I'm trying to get Frances. She works at she's one of your best friends.
Yeah, I love Franny.
She's one of my neighbors, and she works at a different radio station. But she's got some stuff I'd like to talk to her about, ghost stuff or weird and whatever. And she's my neighbor. She can't come over and tell a ghost story. That's going to be because she's part of the competition.
Yeah.
all that stuff's silly to me.
It is silly because if we just try to pretend like there's no competition, it makes you look weird. It makes you look like you're not aware of the world around you. Again, self-aware. Francis has been our friend for over 20 years.
I also think radio fights are corny and cheesy.
Of course they are. There's room here for everybody, and everybody can support everybody, and that can be okay.
Mm-hmm. Pedro wanted to know, said, I got a question for Kevin. Let's say you get into a fight and the other guy pulls on your hair. Will it come off easily or will it not come off?
Great fucking question.
Yeah, it is a really good question.
We should put this to the test.
That feels like a Friday fun stunt.
Yeah. I don't know about fun, but yeah. I don't. It would not come off easily. In fact, it may not come off without there being blood, depending upon how you pull.
Oh man,
because it's on there pretty decent. But yeah, I mean, if somebody had me down and were just yanking, it would come off.
So putting a swimmer's cap or something on and taking that off, that's not a big anxiety thing at all. Okay, you're good
right there. Yeah, it's pretty solidly on there. But yeah, I mean, you can do it. Yeah, typically what they do is they have a solution because it's got an adhesive. So they do a solution that kind of gets the adhesive, and then they take it off that way. But yeah, I mean,
I've got that too.
Even with that, that adhesive, that sometimes they didn't get all of it, and it would hurt massively.
Yeah, both of y'all's hair looks amazing to me.
Yeah,
it looks really good. Both of them.
Yeah, they can do some crazy stuff these
Feel
days.
Feel right there. That's a little piece of adhesive where my hand is.
Yeah.
Where my finger is.
Yeah, I can feel it.
Yeah, you can't even tell. They do great stuff anymore. It's not like it was
feels
in
like
the 80s.
there's cum in your hair.
Wow. How about that?
Well,
it could have been.
I was touching it. She's like, touch it.
No, not that part.
Come
This
on.
part. That is actually cum.
Come on, dumb fuck. Let's around the show. Touch it. All right. Yeah, I feel it.
My wave is held in with ejaculate.
Yeah.
But by the way, y'all look
natural.
great. Yeah, you do look great though.
Yeah,
Both
no,
of
it's,
y'all.
honestly, it's a new day. They can do really good stuff with it now.
I'm pretty pumped to cut my hair after the movie.
Can I cut it?
I don't know. I figured we would do some fun shit with it before I go
Okay.
back to normal, but I'm over it.
Yeah.
It's been over
Well, you did it with the pandemic, so it's been
Let's
3
do
years.
a mullet.
over 3
Over 3,
years.
wow.
Before you cut it like how you want it to look, let's give it a mullet for like a day.
I was thinking probably a mullet, right? Kev? We
Yeah.
gotta do a mullet.
It'd be funny
Make
to
it
see. Yeah.
sweet.
Honestly, man, the mullets anymore are they're not what they were in the 80s, but there is a large faction of people rocking mullets today.
They're not as goofy now. That's why they're not as cool. The mullet is a fucked up haircut. And when
Yeah.
people had it in the 80s and 90s, they thought it looked cool, but it was fucked up, which made it awesome.
But now you're seeing like hot young guys with mullets.
It's coiffed.
Yeah.
Now, I think the Swayze and the John Stamos, those are a form of mullet. Those were the sex mullets that started to kind of
They
happen.
were, yeah.
But I'm talking about the regular dirtbag mullet.
the Kentucky waterfall.
Yeah, the chain smoking. Fuck, I'm going to beat everyone's ass right now. That mullet.
Yeah. But it's there. I got an email from Michael. He said, "Did you guys hear about the story of the Kenya doomsday cult that had 400 people commit suicide the other day?"
Oh no.
They said they were following a pastor who said it was a fast way to meet Jesus.
No.
Some of the survivors are still refusing to eat. They all died of a fasting ritual, so the survivors are being charged with suicide. I didn't know that was a crime in Kenya.
Oh my gosh, that makes me so sad when I hear that. I think
Yeah.
brainwashing is just one of the most fucked up things. But there's like
It
so many
is.
bad people out there that do it
is.
every
Well,
day.
There's so, and that's why a good church should be the backbone of society, because you legitimately are trying to help people. Because look, everybody's lost, man. They're just trying to find their way. You have ups and downs. Life is not easy for anyone, man. So if you had someone that legitimately cared about you and was trying to help you, that's fantastic. But it's just so sad because too often people posing as authorities, religious figures, and whatnot have just manipulated people and have caused so much harm.
You nailed it right on the head. We are all lost souls, but
Yeah.
some people are more lost than others. And look, man, we're designed to be kind of searchers and looking for answers. And when you're down and out and your spirit is low, you'll go to great lengths to try to get that spirit up. And I'm with Virginia. You feel bad for anyone who's doing that because they were lost and they thought they're going to a higher spiritual place
and
because
they
were
just wanted family,
Yes.
community, help.
especially something like that. I
It's
mean,
preying on the weak, and it makes me sad.
well, there's just a lot of lost people out. I mean, me being one of them, I think we're all lost to a certain extent, but it's a
You're lost sometimes, but you're not weak.
No, but-
I feel bad for the people that are weaker and lost, and they're taken advantage of, and it just makes me cry.
but that's just that's I think humans, we are all like that.
I think we are.
Damn. Rawson getting us thinking on a Thursday.
It's deep, right?
I love it.
so deep,
So deep.
but yet so shallow.
Kevin could talk us all into drinking Kool-Aid and dying. If he had the right speech.
I don't know. I don't think I'm doing
I'm
it.
kidding.
I don't know.
They apparently have made an arrest in the Suitcase murder from Delray Beach.
They have.
And I was wrong with my profile. I was.
She wasn't a lady of the night.
Not that I saw. I thought it was the husband who did it.
Oh.
I saw that mention in the chat room. I'd seen there was a story that was from NBC6 in Miami that had just come out, and they didn't really get too much. They said an arrest was made in the murder of the woman whose body was stuffed in 3 different suitcases that was found in the Intercoastal in Delray Beach on July 21st. So they're not giving that. Yeah, like I said, I just saw there was the husband in the chat room.
Well, I mean, no,
Yeah, CBS News. Let me see. They are going, the husband of a woman whose remains were found packed in 3 suitcases floating along the Intercoastal has been arrested in connection with her murder. William Lowe, 78, was taken into custody yesterday and charged with first-degree murder and abuse of a dead body.
78.
78. Investigators have identified the victim as Adel Barbosa Fontes, 80. So that sketch they had of her, that was a young-looking woman, probably in her
Okay.
30s or 40s.
Yeah, they said she was in her 30s or 40s.
Then I feel bad about none of my profiling wrongness.
They said that she had suffered a gunshot wound to her head. So,
All right.
Whoa.
yeah.
He was older and she was older, and he shot her in the head.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Man, that rendering they did, the sketch, is totally wrong.
Totally wrong or totally right.
How do you feel if you're the one that did that rendering today?
Oh, man, there's some
like-
shitty renderers
They're
out there.
They're like, Doug, you drew her to look fucking 30. She's 80, dickhead.
I gotta say,
Doug.
I have to send you a link of people with the shittiest rendering. These are real life wanted signs. And you're right. Do they take that hard when?
Yes.
It's the shittiest.
I mean, you
render.
completely fucking blew your job. Doug, you had one fucking job.
Doug, we were all looking to see if we knew this 30-year-old woman.
Yeah, you delayed us finding the real killer by weeks.
If
Doug.
I'd have known she was 80 or 75 or whatever it was, I would have taken off Woman of the Night.
Yeah. If you would have known right away, if Doug would have done his fucking job.
Fuck you, Doug.
If you're an 80-year-old hooker, oh my gosh, girl.
That's tough.
I feel bad for you.
You got to pick that thing off the ground.
Yeah, you do.
It's got to be so
tired.
droopy dog, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, okay, so there you go. So mystery is solved on that. Boy, that was
Wow, man, there's so many
not what
wrong,
anybody thought, huh?
Get it together, Doug.
so many wrong facts.
Yeah, well, it's just kind of the way it all goes, right?
Yes.
Not only is Virginia wrong, Doug is wrong too. All right, we only got one more day to the weekend. Yeah, show that photo again real quick.
Look at that fucking
Doug.
photo.
I mean, Doug.
That ain't an 80-year-old woman.
Doug, you're fired.
Y'all have a good day. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Goodbye.